Once upon a time, in the age of the eternal cylinder, there lived a Run, something inside him said, run. The great crushing thing, the great cylinder, had stopped. Perhaps it was safe here for a little while. How quickly it learned to use its legs and its trunk. But these things were not so much learned as they were remembered. Perhaps, the little Trebhum thought, they were a gift from the strange voice it heard in its mind. That too was a kind of memory. Just when it was starting to get used to its legs, the food from the jumping creature gave it new ones. With the right substance as a catalyst, a Trebhum can transform and adapt to many challenges. The Trebhum was drawn to a bright light, or perhaps to the creature next to it. Except for the grass growing on the old one's head, they were very much alike. Surrounded by this light, the Trebhum knew things it had not known before. It knew the older Trebhum had carried this light for a long, long time. And it knew that now that responsibility had passed to the next generation. Yes, this young Trebhum had to carry the light to those great towers in the distance. It could have stayed here to learn many old things, but the cylinder would not allow it. Run, the inner voice said, run. The towers would not stop the cylinder unless they were activated. Quickly, the Trebhum had to step on the symbol or the cylinder would not be stopped. The voice inside the Trebhum's memories assured it that while the tower stood, the Trebhum would be safe. The power of the Eternal Cylinder was contained for now. Finding another Trebhum was a cause for joy, but this new friend was not well. Deep inside the memories it had inherited, the Trebhum found the answer. To recover, its friend needed a very specific substance which appeared as glittering clusters of crystal dust. This dust was not natural. Only a great Trebhum could create it. And so it was on the achievements of previous generations that the newborn Trebhum would have to rely. Luckily, it seemed a wise and powerful Trebhum had passed through here some time ago. This door had been built for Trebhum. It gave them hope that in this large and dangerous world, some places had been made for them. Somehow this ancient statue transferred knowledge to the Trebhum. It was as if a memory had been stored inside it, waiting for someone to absorb it. And as soon as this knowledge had entered their minds, the Trebhum realized that there was a great library of information hidden away in the web of their memories. But why was the knowledge of a specific ingredient placed here in this Trebhum made of stone? Inside the cave, the Trebhum found a living elder. It had been waiting in this chamber for a long, long time. The elder told them it was happy to see some friends before the cylinder came. It said, "You are young, so you never knew the time when our people could shapeshift at will. We Trebhum are inheritors of a vast tree of abilities, abilities passed on to all future Trebhum. But this power is being taken away. Beware the servants of the cylinder. They will seek to hurt you at every opportunity, and they have the power to rob you of your abilities. But if you persevere, one day you will find a way to protect yourselves from their evil light. Farewell, my brave friends. I fear I am too old and tired to join you. May you find a way to prosper in this time of struggles." It was not easy to leave the cave, but the elder had urged them to go forward. Suddenly they felt the weight of their many tasks, to find their Trebhum siblings, to restore the powers their people had lost, and it all seemed a little daunting. But even when they are afraid, Trebhum are stubborn. The cylinder resumed its destruction. Nothing could stop it forever. They needed to roll to safety, to find another tower to protect them quickly. The Trebhum found themselves almost as lost as they had been in the beginning. But the voice in their memories comforted them. It was only natural to be confused, it said. They had been born into a strange, broken world, cut off from the history of their ancestors. Everyone was a little lost these days. What mattered was to keep going, to keep looking for answers, to keep carrying the light they held within them, the light that stopped the cylinder.